You don't often see seniors on first or second year programs, but thanks in part to the transition to UTRGV, both of the soccer teams have seniors this year. We've talked at length about UTRGV volleyball head coach Todd Lowry's video game-like success, but he's not the only coach on the staff with multiple national championship rings. And speaking of people with impressive resumes, how about someone coming to UTRGV via places like Yukon, Missouri, Kentucky, and Indiana? We'll meet new Deputy Director of Athletics, Vince Vulpi.
That's V for Valley.
V for Victory.
V for Vaquero.
This is V Nation. Hey everyone, and welcome to V Nation. I'm Jonah Goldberg. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley women's soccer team returned home for a tournament this weekend against a school from the Summit and the defending Southland Conference tournament champs. The tournament started off with South Dakota, and for a good 97 minutes, it was the Erica Gonzalez show. The sophomore was credited with 6 saves, with her best coming on this recovery to prevent a rebound opportunity from going in, and most important, with about 2 minutes left in regulation, stopping this penalty kick. But it'll all be for naught if the Vaqueros don't score. Ana Spets, turning on the afterburners, draws the crowd, finds Alyssa Espino, takes the long shot, and it goes in! Let's take another look. See how that ball bounces towards Andrea Barrera? Well, the keeper appears set up to save a header, so Barrera fakes the header without touching it, allowing the ball to just bounce into the net. A celebration ensues as the Vaqueros pick up their first overtime victory in 9 tries, including 4 at this point this year, 1-0 over South Dakota.
I'm so excited because I could give a win today to my team, but I'm excited because it is the first year of the program, and I feel like all my teammates work hard, so I feel good that I could score that goal, but we played together, so I feel very, very proud of them.
It means so much to get this finally. I mean, how many games have we had in overtime?
9.
Just this?
Oh, this year?
Just this year?
4.
Okay, well, it's been too many, and we finally won, so it feels amazing.
It feels great, and we're looking for a turning point for our team and a moment. We hope this is it. We deserve to win the whole time. I mean, the game should have been over at the first half. But, you know, in the end, it was a result that could have gone either way, and that's something we still have to work on. But hey, we're very proud of the players and coaching staff, and we deserve to win.
Vaqueros closing out the UTRGV Invitational against Houston Baptist, an NCAA tournament team a year ago, and this match belonged to the defense. All tournament team selections, Evelyn Powell, Tuva Nielsen, and Hadley Tucker anchored a strong back line throughout the match, and Maria Erickson made a career-high 11 saves to send this match to a scoreless double overtime draw.
I think it was a good game. I mean, it was fun to finally get the opportunity, fun to get some shots. It was a tough game for everybody, and our defense really got to prove themselves today.
Well, this is a big team. Southland champions. They're NCAA qualifier. They beat some big-time teams last year. They're playing excellent this year, very well coached, very good team, very good players. But we held them to a draw, and we're extremely happy with that. It's a very good result for our program. You know, for a second-year team to tie a big champion is a big result.
4 weeks of women's soccer in the books, and here's what the WAC standings look like. The Vaqueros host Texas Southern Wednesday at 7 before hitting the road to close out non-conference play at UNLV and then open WAC play at New Mexico State.
We have a point to prove there as well. They tied us last year in a game that we should have probably won, but we played in some very rough conditions, so now they have to come here and face us on our field.
After playing last season with a team that relied heavily on 17 freshmen, this year's UTRGV women's soccer squad remains young, but for the first time in program history, they have a senior. Romeo Villarreal has the story.
Fernanda Baena is women's soccer's first and only senior. She spent her first 3 years playing for the University of Texas at Brownsville, and while she's excited to graduate, she does wish she had more than a year with her current team here at UTRGV.
I enjoyed my 3 years at Brownsville, but definitely, playing soccer is my life. I love playing soccer, and to think that it's my last year, it's sad. And I do wish I had more time with these girls because we have become a family in such a short time. But yeah, definitely I wish I had more time with them, but I guess I'll make the best of it.
Because of the UTPA, UTB merger, she was able to come in here and add some experience. She's played 3 years at the University of Texas Brownsville. She's a very good player. She's exciting. We're very proud that we'll have our first women's soccer alumni.
Her experience, having already played 3 years of college soccer, has made Fernanda a well-rounded student athlete.
Fernandez got all the tools. She's not only a good player, she has good grades, she's ambitious, she's very intelligent, she's a hard worker, and she's going to do very well in her adult life when she graduates. So, obviously we're very proud of her, and I think she's going to do very well in her life.
While her college career is coming to an end, Fernanda hopes to continue her dream of furthering her soccer career after college.
I definitely want to go professional if that's out there, if God wants that for me. I'll keep with my school, and well, first of all, it's graduation. I have to graduate first. If not, my mom will kill me. But yeah, I will definitely try to go professional and maybe try out for my national team.
For V Nation, this is Romeo Villarreal.
And while it's unusual for a second-year program to have a senior, it's certainly not unheard of. What's more unusual is what is effectively a first-year program having a senior. UTRGV men's soccer returned after an 18-year hiatus this year, but they too have senior leadership. We send it back out to Romeo on the soccer beat.
Having played his first 3 seasons at the University of Texas at Brownsville, Archie Massen came to the men's soccer team as their first and only senior, a role which he's embraced.
It's a great honour for me to be the first one out there. It's going to be driving me throughout the semester, and it's something I'm really looking forward to, and I'm going to embrace it. So it's going to be very good for me. I wish I had another 3 years. It'd be much better for me. But that's why I'm just going to make the most of my last year here, and hopefully I can really put my best into it throughout the semester.
Having played 3 years of college soccer already, Archie brings with him a lot of experience, and according to Coach Lees, much more to this first-year program.
We've been fortunate, I think, with Archie. Certainly, he's had 3 years of experience in the college game. A lot of people could have that, and that certainly helps us with our young squad. But that doesn't always mean you're going to be a mature, intelligent young player. And he is. He's been fantastic since day one when he arrived. He made a point of learning. And maybe this is a fact that he knows he only has one senior year left to play. So he's been incredibly focused. His effort has been exemplary. His work ethic, just his all-round willingness to learn, all-round willingness not only to put his best game forward, but you can see he's always trying to help every teammate, always trying to make sure that our team performance is at the highest level too.
Knowing he'll be the first UTRGV soccer alum, Archie wants to set an example for future UTRGV men's soccer student athletes to look up to for years to come.
I want to leave my mark. I want to set a standard for the rest of the guys that are going to be joining here. It's going to be good for me, and hopefully I can keep a good high standard there for them people to obviously build to and reach as well, just as I did.
For V Nation, this is Romeo Villarreal.
Vaqueros opening up an East Coast swing at UNC Greensboro had a couple of good scoring opportunities, including this shot on goal by Juanito Garcia. But the Spartans spoil a 5-save effort by Leo Castillo to beat the Vaqueros 2-0.
It was a very tough game, as we expected, and I think we did a very good job in being able to compete alongside them. We made 2 errors that cost us, but that's the kind of experience that our players need going into a very tough WAC conference season.
The Vaqueros closed out the road trip with a 2-0 win at Presbyterian. Carlos Acevedo and Isidro Martinez each scored their second goals of the season. They now lead the Vaqueros with 6 points each. Leo Castillo made it stand up with 5 saves for his first shutout.
We started off very slowly in the second game, and they managed to tactically do a good job in controlling the game, and it paid off in the second half when we got 2 goals and got the win. So fantastic to see our boys come through 2 very tough games, on a Friday, Sunday away schedule, and I think that experience will really help them, especially going into our coming weekend over in California.
The UTRGV volleyball team has a head coach with 4 national championships on his resume, but he's not the only one to reach the pinnacle of success. Next inside V Nation, We get to know their new two-time national champion-winning assistant coach, Vini Baigan.
It takes a certain kind of bravery to be part of something new and bold and daring, to go where nobody's gone before. The hard work, the countless hours of preparation, both physically and mentally, they all lead to that moment when the countdown starts. 3, 2, 1.
Alpha Building Corporation is a proud sponsor of the Vaqueros. Alpha Building Corporation, creating environments where great things happen.
The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley volleyball team is off to a good start this season, and certainly head coach Todd Lowry, who has won 92% of his games and 4 national championships, expects nothing less. But when the UTRGV coaching staff steps on the court, Lowry isn't the only one with championship rings, and he doesn't even have the most recent one. Romeo Villarreal has the story.
The coaching relationship between Coach Vini and head coach Todd Lowry started at the NAIA level, when the two coached on different teams and faced off against each other more than once. That didn't stop Vini from trying to join Coach Lowry's team when he started looking to take his coaching talents to the Division I level.
I saw him as like a more experienced version of me, like the way he acts with the kids and like how he cares about them, and like it's not about, of course we want to win and the results are going to show up, but he wants to make sure that the student athletes have a great experience. And he was the same way, like even when I came for my visit, like him and his family, like I'll be forever thankful because like they were so caring all the time.
One of the biggest similarities between Coach Lowry and Coach Vini are their philosophies toward coach-player relationships, which centers around building trust with their student athletes.
That's something that we wanted to change. I think dynamics here. It was something that we talked about in the spring when we got here, was having a good player-coach relationship, something based on respect, but also, we're here to help them and be a big family. We're going to spend more time with this group of kids than we're going to spend with our wives and kids over the next 3 months. So it's important that we have that good relationship.
Everybody's important for the team, and I want to make sure that they see the coaching staff as like people that they can trust and not people that they're scared of. So I like to have that kind of relationship that they can come to me if they have a problem or anything, or if they are not feeling well, or if they don't think something is right. That way I can get that trust from the players, because if you get the players to trust you, it's easier to go in the long run, and I think it creates a better environment for the team as well.
For Bronx Country, this is Romeo Villarreal.
UTRGV Volleyball in Corpus Christi for the Islanders Classic, starting off with host Texas A&M-Corpus Christi. Pick it up in the second set. Vaqueros down 0-1 in the match and the set, but by Jove, I think it's Watson tying in at 1. Then it's Bojana Mitrovic not once, but twice. 3-1 Vaqueros. Now it's tied at 4, but Mitrovic doubles your pleasure and doubles your fun. That's the statement of the great hitter Bojana Mitrovic. Vaqueros lead 6-4. The Vaqueros push their lead to 4, make it 5. Haley Durham makes it 14-9. Islanders on the comeback trail. It's a 1-point set, but Durham slams it down. Next serve is Durham. Ace! Then it's Mitrovic. 17-13 Vaqueros. The Vaqueros maintain their lead most of the way. This Patamata da Costa kill makes it 22-20. But the Islanders come back to win the set and sweep the match. Second match of the tournament, UTRGV versus Texas Southern. And this match was all elementary for Alicia Watson. Picks up a pair of early kills. Later in the set, the lead has been cut to 15-13, but Haley Durham pushes back. And then Bojana Mitrovic follows suit. The Vaqueros went on a 7-1 run. They win the set 25-16. Second set, it's more of the same. Durham, Watson, Durham. It's 5-2 Vaqueros. The Tigers pulled within 10-8, but it's Watson and Mitrovic pushing back. The Vaqueros went up 17-10. Final serve of the set. And there's the block by Durham and Watson. 25-19, it's 2-0 Vaqueros. The Vaqueros dominate the third set, 25-9 to complete the sweep.
Girls played better against Texas Southern. They allow us to stay in our comfort zone a little more than Corpus Christi does. They play a little slower pace, and some of our weaknesses don't really get exposed like they do against Corpus Christi. So, like I said, it was good for us to see the difference of the two teams and where we need to go with this program.
Later that day, the Vaqueros closed out the tournament with another 0-3 loss to the host Islanders. Big match for Bojana Mitrovic. 12 kills and 9 digs en route to all-tournament team honors. Alicia Watson, another member of the all-tournament team, finished with 6 kills. Want to get rewarded just for tweeting, Facebooking, and Instagramming about UTRGV athletics? Maybe get bonus points for checking in at home events? Now you can. Download the VFan Rewards app on your smartphone today. It's a free download, and you can earn points to win prizes such as backpacks, hats, shirts, water bottles, and more. Need more information? Then log on to vfanrewards.com. UTRGV Athletics made a number of new hires over the last few months, largely revolving around new positions. One of those new positions was for a Deputy Director of Athletics and Chief Operating Officer. Coming up inside V Nation, we get to know Vince Vulpi. UTRGV cross country at the Rice Invitational this past weekend, and sophomores Teresa Sova and Jennifer Zapata ran like veterans, posting top 20 finishes in what were, as you can see, big fields. A host of other vaqueros had strong races despite rain and muddy conditions, including Rick Montero, who led the way on the men's side.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult race. It had been raining, so there's lots of water, lots of puddles, lots of mud. So it really became a fortitude kind of race. The ladies went out there first and did just that. They ran really tough. We had 2 young ladies placing the top 20. Did very well in that regard. You know, the team got 6 overall against some teams that are already ranked in the region. You know, we got a chance to compete against Lamar and Rice, and they're already ranked within our South Central region. So for them to go out there and compete really well, we were very pleased with what they saw.
UTRGV men's tennis opening the fall tournament season at Texas A&M-Corpus Christi, and Kobe Jansen picked up right where he left off. Made quick work of his second-round opponent, Mitchell Cook from the host Islanders, to advance to the quarterfinals, where he beat UT Arlington's Pablo Colby in straight sets. Jansen also teamed up with Juan Cruz Soria to win 2 matches en route to the main draw finals, where they fell 7-8. UTRGV women's tennis at the same tournament in Corpus Christi picked up a pair of opening round victories. First from one of the freshmen, Dominique Ibarra, who had a convincing win over her opponent from UTSA. Ibarra liked going up against UTSA, teaming with Dominika Sparza for an 8-0 doubles victory as well. Ibarra and teammate Daria Pensova ended up facing off in the backdraw semifinals, with Pensova eking out a victory in the super tiebreak to earn a spot in the finals, where she beat, in Incarnate Words, Victoria Karish 6-4, 6-3 for the championship. UTRGV Athletics continues to be in the midst of an unprecedented period of growth. It seems like every time you look up, there's more staff or more sports. One of the new staff members is Deputy Director of Athletics and Chief Operating Officer Vince Vulpi, who comes in with an impressive resume. Romeo Villarreal has more.
On June 26th, UTRGV Athletics announced the hiring of Vince Vulpi to the position of Deputy Director of Athletics. His main role will be fundraising, but Vince also oversees certain sports, some of which he's already had to make big decisions for.
It's been a fast-paced first month for me on the ground because we've actually had the opportunity to hire several new head coaches, which has been a daunting task. We've hired a new head women's tennis coach recently, a head men's golf coach. So My first month on the job has almost served as an executive recruiter more than an administrator, but it's given me the opportunity to hit the ground running and get to know as many people as possible.
Vince has a sterling resume in the fundraising department with schools like the University of Connecticut and Oral Roberts under his belt.
Vince has had a very strong career in the fundraising background. He's worked at institutions like Kentucky, and he's been at Missouri, he's been at Oral Roberts, and of course he's coming to us from UConn. I have a very close friend who's an associate athletic director, senior women's administrator at UConn, and as we were going through the search, she had recommended Vince to me. I reached out to him, and we got him down on campus, and he knocked our socks off, and here he is. He's our new deputy athletic director.
One of the things that drew Vince to UTRGV was the steady growth the athletic department has been experiencing, something he aims to continue to help build and develop.
Our goal is to continue to build on the momentum that's really been taking place here over the last 5 or 6 years. We would like to continue to build, add programs, add staff. From a facility standpoint, we have some audacious goals, whether that's facilities for our golf program or tennis program, or addition of new sports in the near future. These are all things that as we look to put together a strategic plan over the next 5 years, fundraising, ticket sales, corporate sponsorships, involvement from the community will be critically important moving forward.
For V Nation, this is Romeo Villarreal.
Want to help prepare our student athletes for excellence in life? Then it's time to become a part of something bigger and support V Nation by joining the V Club. You can become a member of the V Club for just $100 a year. All of the proceeds go directly to student-athlete scholarships, so visit UTRGVNation.com today to see how you can make a meaningful impact on the lives of student-athletes.
We strive to achieve excellence through determination and hard work.
We are committed to learning from those around us.
Our professors and peers,
our coaches and teammates,
and our opponents.
We compete with integrity and passion.
And we seize our moment when the opportunity arises.
We take pride in our communities
and believe that we can inspire others,
just as they have inspired us.
We may wear different colors, but we share the same purpose.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are
the Western Athletic Conference.
It takes a certain kind of bravery to be part of something new and bold and daring, to go where nobody's gone before. The hard work, the countless hours of preparation, both physically and mentally, they all lead to that moment when the countdown starts. 3, 2, 1.
Another busy week on tap for UTRGV Athletics. The lone home event of the week is tonight at 7 as UTRGV Women's Soccer hosts Texas Southern before visiting UNLV on Sunday. Men's soccer is on the West Coast for matches at San Diego State and Cal State Fullerton. One more non-conference tournament for UTRGV Volleyball as they're off to Lamar for 3 matches. Men's tennis visits Lamar and St. Mary's for simultaneous tournaments, while men's golf travels to Houston Baptist. For a complete schedule, you can log on to GoUTRGV.com. We want to thank you for stamping your passport in V Nation this week. Schedule another visit for next week. But until then,
we play for you!
We strive to achieve excellence through determination and hard work.
We are committed to winning from those around us.
Our professors and peers,
our coaches and teammates,
and our opponents.
We compete with integrity and passion.
And we seize our moment when the opportunity arises.
We take pride in our communities
and believe that we can inspire others,
just as they have inspired us.
We may wear different colors, but we share the same purpose.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are
the Western Athletic Conference.
Alpha Building Corporation is a proud sponsor of the Vaqueros. Alpha Building Corporation, creating environments where great things happen.